Important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got Morant. Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Desmond Bane. And it's the chosen one in at the 1. And here are the Grizzlies. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Morant with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Aldama, no good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Sohan. Morant against Smith. And he goes big with the dunk right over John Morant.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs, with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Now, here is Smith. Wembanyama, a screen on Morant. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Smith.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Outside, Bane. Pass to the chosen one. Jackson, a screen on Paul. The chosen one's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
The Spurs shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Free throw good, Smith. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And that one's good, Morant.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Smith drawn the double team to the right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Paul kicks to Smith to the paint. Wembanyama, a screen on Morant. And Smith with the stuff.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Grizzlies, 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Now, here's Bane. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Bounce pass from Clark. Shoots from 14, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Morant's got his second basket.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Wembanyama, a screen. Smith finds Wembanyama, and it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Morant. This one for 3. Connects from three-point range. Morant's got 7 points.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so it's Memphis with it. After the basket by San Antonio, just 4 to shoot. Here's the chosen one. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Sohan with the screen. Smith scanning the floor. Sohan with the screen. Smith the pass to Sohan. Here's the chosen one, defended by Paul. Morant outside. Clark sets a screen for Morant. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Here's the chosen one. Right side Bain. Clark outside. Puts up a deep 3. San Antonio with the rebound. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. Smith inside, guarded by Morant. And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Sohan. San Antonio again missing. Memphis has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Clark the pass to the chosen one. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Edey's checked in for the Grizzlies. Smart comes in for Ja Morant.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
The shot's good from Smith.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's the chosen one from deep three-point land. That one misses. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Paul out there with Smith. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Off the catch, Bain has that repeatable shot motion. It's just so consistent.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Now here's Smart, still without a basket. Here's Edey, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Look, Smart's offensive impact, sometimes that's the underrated aspect of his game, but he is a legit two-way player. His ability in the pick and roll is something that is always a positive thing for his team.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
That's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Now here's Smart. Still yet to score. Pass to Aldama. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smith with it. Aldama's there. Zohan, the pass to Smith. To the inside. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and balance, one of a kind. I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Paul kicks to Smith. Johnson against Bain. Smith the pass to Zohan. Back to Smith. They swipe it. The drive by Bain. Took him no time at all on that one. Bain's got 5 points now in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Smith the pass to Zohan. Johnson outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Smart passes to Morant. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Some changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's the chosen one in for Bain. Now here's Smart. Still scoreless. Pass to the chosen one. Johnson against Smart. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Johnson. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And Aldama slams it in.
And this is part of why Smart is such a threat. He makes crafty play calls and finds his teammates. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Pass to the chosen one. The shot from the low post is good. The chosen one's got 7 points in the game.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the rejection by Smith.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Morant left side. Off target from the wing. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
He's been very, very good in the first half. I like his aggressiveness mindset, the shot selection. He's got it working.
And now here's something that's... Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from T.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got the chosen one, Desmond Bane out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's John Morant, and it's Jackson in at the 5 down low. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Smith. Morant with some nice D.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees. And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his...
Nice finish.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. To the middle. Goes back up. Misses the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside. And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. The try. Put it down! Wow!
My gracious, way to get up.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. He gets it in there. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Zohan, the pass to Smith. Back to Zohan. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
And he drives in. The chosen one's shot is off. Pass to Johnson. Back to Smith. Kicks it out to Paul. Now Smith. Wembanyama, a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Charity strike shot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And he nails the third. And the Spurs with possession here. And it's Smith penetrating. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 25 points.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Smith, following the basket by John Morant. Here's Wembanyama for 3. They get it again. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Smith. Johnson surveying the floor. Down low, deflects the pass. Morant with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Bain, the bucket on the assist by Morant. And now an 11-point Memphis lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Sohan, the pass to Smith. Back to Sohan. Smith against Morant. And Smith slams it home.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Now, here's Bain. He's got 12. Such a wide-open look. Bain's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith, no luck. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Bain for 3. The shot, no good. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Smith is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Now here's Smart, and the rejection by Smith. He takes it in, and it's slammed in by Smith.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And he gets it back. Moran finds Conchaw. There's a screen by Aldama. Another shot, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And both free throws, good for Aldama. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Smith. Here's Wembenyama. Clark against Smith. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Now here's Morant. Pass to Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Clark's got his first basket.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Smith against Smart. Smith outside. And then Smith with the dunk.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Bain comes in for John Conchaw. And it's the chosen one in for Morant. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's the chosen one after the basket by San Antonio. Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
And he gets it to go. And now an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
Zohan, the pass to Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson. The free throw drops for Smith. Morant, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. Smith hits them both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and the Grizzlies leading by 9. Now Morant. That one good for 2. Morant's got 20 points.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Spurs.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Oh, my. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now here's Morant. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. With some arc, San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Smith outside. Ball outside. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Off target with his 3. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 9 feet out, and the rejection by Smith. They get it back. The Grizzlies with another miss.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Smith. And good. There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Smith against Morant. Smith outside. From deep three-point territory. Missed. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, but the crowd amped up.